Hi guys, this is just another Nubat, and today I'm going to present you finally the Yi Gimbal handheld. So I received it in December, and as you may have seen in the last video, I've already tested it once. Now it's time to present it finally. So in the box you have the charger for the batteries, you have the two batteries, 850 milliamps, the USB cable. By the way, he is saying that the battery can last up to 4 hours and a half. And this is the gimbal. It seems really decent. The finishing is good. So to place the battery, you have to unscrew this very tiny stuff that you may lose if you're not careful. Inserting the battery is pretty easy. Removing them is a bit trickier. You have to hold the battery and push the spring. It's not very complicated, but you have to be careful at what you're doing. Don't lose this really tiny screw. And here it is with my Yi action camera. I'm going to remove it to show you a bit better the different angles. Basically that's what you can do with the gimbal. 320 degrees on this, 320 degrees on this, and 84 degrees for this. This is the power button and the USB plug. This is the angle that I was talking about. So if you switch it on, it really doesn't like to not have a camera. It's not calibrated for, so you will hear some noise. Let's try again with the camera. So this is the first mode. This is called the pan mode. The pan axis follows the gimbal's movement while the camera remains locked in tilt and roll. That's basically what I want to use on the bike. The second mode is the lock mode. The roll axis is locked, tilt and pan axis rotate to follow the gimbal's movement. So this is unusable on the bike. One push to go back to the first mode, one other to enter the third mode, which is the pan and tilt mode. All axes are locked, so the gimbal will only face one direction, so also it's not usable on the bike. And one push to go back to the pan mode. By the way, it was two pushes to enter the lock mode. So as you can see here, the gimbal is not resynchronizing on the pan axis. This was the reason that I sent back my first gimbal to the support. I was in contact with Yi and they asked me to send it back. There is apparently a known problem. You can find other YouTube videos about this when the gimbal is not perfectly horizontal and it's usually about 45 degrees compared to the horizontal. The pan axis is not with synchronizing, so I sent it back. Maybe new firmware will correct it, but it's not the case for now. Here, just listen to this. I hope it's my fault. I forgot to update the firmware before shooting this video. Now that I'm editing the video, I updated it with the latest firmware. It was the same firmware that I had on the previous video and the previous gimbal, and I didn't test on the bike, but in static it doesn't make any noise anymore, so I think that it should be good. And the first one didn't make any noise, not catchable on camera, so I really hope it's what happened. So guys, if you have a gimbal, don't forget to update the firmware. By the way, I will put in the description the link of the Yi website. You have videos to explain how to update it, and it's the video is perfect, so I don't want to do it myself. Anyway, going back to the first problem, I'm a bit disappointed to still have the pan axis problem. You have to be really careful when you're filming. You have to check that the gimbal is doing its job. From what I saw, it's when I'm turning left or right quite slowly. On when I'm descending, I didn't had any problem, but when going slowly, yeah, sometimes the gimbal is completely out of synchro. But if you just move your body, if you change your position, it will synchronize. So it's not a nightmare, but you have to think about it, which is not the best when you're riding. Now, of course, I have to check that I won't have any noise problem anymore, but if this is corrected and I only have the pan axis problem, I want to still check if I can improve the situation. I've seen another video where I'm very sorry I lost his name, but someone was testing the gimbal while mountain biking, and he managed to get a very good position for the gimbal, which is almost horizontal, and it doesn't seem to have any problem. This means that you have to find a long J-hook to mount on your chest mount, because on my side I have the J-hook from GoPro. It's not bad, it's the best that I have, but it's not long enough to allow the gimbal to be perfectly horizontal in most of my positions on the bike. So I have to check this. It's not a lost cause, especially for what I'm doing. I'm not good at jumping, I'm not crazy fast on big downhills. So for my usage, I think it's a good compromise. The Yi gimbal is around €100, so less than half the price from the gimbal from Evo or Zhiyun, or well, the ones that are used by other big YouTubers. So if you don't have any problem spending your money on the Evo gimbal, go for it. If you're a bit on a budget, well, I don't think you will be sad. It's well, just look at my first videos and then watch the previous one on the other one coming. It's still a whole lot better. So well, could be better, of course, but it's not that bad. Well, I will keep you informed, of course, of what I find. Don't hesitate to ask any question. I'm pretty sure I forgot many things. So, well, in the meantime, take care, guys. Bye bye.